Hello, my name is Chaseross, back at you again with another video this week, and today I would like to talk about stealth shaming and its implications, because I think it's a very interesting topic that I have never seen anybody talk about on YouTube, so let's do it. So first of all, what is stealth? Stealth basically means that it's a trans individual that would like to move and walk through life without nobody knowing that they're trans. So they are stealth with their coworkers, they are stealth with their friends, and anybody that they're in contact with. Obviously, some people aren't stealth 100% of the time. Like, you might have one circle of friends that knows that you're trans, or like a couple people, co-workers, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to tell you where you have to be stealth at. I'm just saying that there's certain levels of stealthness, I guess, and I'm just giving you a broad overview of what stealth is. So the concept of stealth shaming, okay, you can only imagine what that means. It means that some individuals in the trans community believe that anybody who's trans should not be stealth and should not hide their true identity and actually be out to make sure that the transgender cause is actually dealt with, or the trans cause continues on and strives. Because from my experience, a lot of the stealth trans people that I know are in positions of power where if they were to come out as trans, first, I guess it would be really great for the trans community, because we would see somebody in power who's trans, who was able to like move up the tops, who was trans, but nobody knew he was trans. But it's also bad because that person's life is going to be scrutinized for the rest of their life. So that's not very good. But I mean, I've seen some instances of people shaming these individuals. So that's really what I want to talk about, and I kind of want to like warn against doing that because it's not great. As you all might know, I have been on YouTube since I'm 15, so I am not stealth online at all. In my life, I am not stealth. Look, I'm out to 97% of people that I meet. The only people who don't know that I'm trans are like Zuzia's dad, or Zuzia's like extended family in Poland and Slovakia. Like, they don't need to know. And I'm sure that I will come across a group of people in my life that I don't want them to know that I'm trans, like coworkers and stuff like that. But for right now, I'm very comfortable with everybody knowing that I'm trans. I don't like go out in the street with a sign that says, "Holla, I'm trans, ask me questions." No, I don't do that. I'm just out. I'm here if you need some information. I make YouTube videos, and that's usually how I come out to people. Like, oh, you want to add me on Facebook? Here, check my YouTube videos. And then they know. And if they have any questions, whatever, ask me on Facebook. Like, it's fine. That's what it means for me to be out. I control who finds out that I'm trans. And even though I'm on YouTube, if somebody were to find out on YouTube, towards like it's their own, they were like scrolling through some random videos, and then they were like, oh, like harness videos or something for like dogs, and then they found my like DIY harness video for packers, and then they found out I'm trans. Like, that's okay. But if somebody else gave them the link and was like, yo, this person's trans, that's not good. And I actually went about talking about this in my Don't Out Us video like last year, so you should take a look at that. Stealth shaming is, in my opinion, I don't really like drama. It just tends to like come near me all the time. And yes, I'm talking a lot about Tumblr right now, but I have seen it in real life. But I've seen a lot of individuals stealth shame. Like, there's a lot of trans guys on Tumblr who are stealth, 100% stealth, and don't let anybody know that they're trans. And then you have this other group of people who's like, I'm stealth sometimes, I'm trans, I don't really care if you're stealth, if you're out, whatever. And then there's another group like super to the other side that's really against anybody who doesn't want to be out. And I see a problem with that, because I think everybody should have an opportunity to choose and have agency over their own life and their own identity. And a lot of these trans guys don't even identify as trans. They're just men with medical conditions. Like, whatever, if that's how you see it, that's how you see it. If you see it as something else, I'm not the gender police, I really don't care. I am literally just saying that to shame somebody for a decision that they made to live their life is not you know, it's not cool. Like, let's just let people live. Like, we're expecting people to let us live, let's let them live, you know? I really want to bring up the issue of violence. Like, some trans guys literally cannot come out because their safety is in jeopardy. Some might live in some very, very rural areas in like Kansas or something, or where there's a lot of LGBT hate and violence and deaths, and you don't want that. You don't want brutality against our own. You don't want to see this person's face on Transgender Day of Remembrance. You want to make sure that they're safe, right? That's our whole thing. We're trying to live our life, we're trying to be safe, and we're trying to make a name for ourselves. We're trying to make sure trans people have access to things that we have access to that they might not have access to. Do you know what I mean? So I think that safety is a big issue. Honestly, if let's say I get sponsored by the government and they give me money to do research on something random that has to do with something else, and I actually have to go live in some area that I might not feel safe in, like some like random town in India, let's say, where I've heard that there's a lot of LGBT hate in that specific town. I'm being so random right now. I have no idea any of the laws in India right now, but I'm just giving you an example. Like, you bet your ass that I'm not gonna be out. I have fear for my safety, and honestly, I don't out myself to people that I'm scared of. If there's this like, I'm profiling right now, but if there's this like 6'3" big muscular football player guy at my work with another big football player guy, I'm more inclined to think right away that I might not actually be safe if I'm in a room alone by, you know, like just I'm profiling only because I know about all of the hate that's happened in the last couple of years towards trans people, and I am not able to defend myself against people who are that tall because, first of all, I'm intimidated by your height because I'm short, and second, you're a football player and I am a student. Like, I do nothing. I make YouTube videos. So in that instance, I am gonna be fearful. I'm not gonna be like, I'm so scared of you, but like, obviously if it comes out in conversation, like I'm gonna like, tell them I make YouTube videos. Oh, why do you make YouTube videos? I make them about my life. You can go check them out. So then, I control when I out myself and you can watch it later on. Don't stealth shame. It's not fun. Just don't do it. Is this a sign for... I feel like that's not good to do. Anyways, that's all I had to say about this specific topic. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. Like I said, I am just a person here who likes to talk about things, and I think that stealth shaming... Come on, man, we're all one part of... We're just one community, and I know that there's so many divisions within this community. I've done research on this, which is funny. We're one community. Let's just try to, like, help each other and not divide each other up so much, and just, like, whatever. Some people can't be out. Like, some people don't want to be out. Some people are just like, whatever, I'm trans. Like, big whoop. I have to take tea for the rest of my life, but, like, that doesn't say who I am. Some people just don't like to cling to that identity, and that's fine. I like to cling to that identity. I'm on that side, but I'm also on the side of, like, I'm not going to cling to that identity if I'm feeling safe, and that's fine. That's legitimate. Are you going to do that? Come on. Let's just be friends. Have a great week. Boom.